Welcome to Blessed Frédéric Ozanam Community Garden. Following in the footsteps of Blessed Frédéric Ozanam, an inspired advocate for the poor, the Blessed Frédéric Ozanam Community Outreach Garden was established in the spring of 2020 on the vacant land earmarked for the building of Blessed Frédéric Ozanam Church. The main purpose of the garden is to grow fresh vegetables that can be given to low-income families in the local community. To support the financial cost of this initiative, several allotment gardens have been made available to members of the local community at a low annual fee. The outreach section of the garden, where food is grown for distribution to low-income families, is managed and maintained by volunteers. We have had strong support from the City of Markham, the Catholic Archdiocese of Toronto, and several local companies. Over the years, much of the garden space in the outreach section of our garden had been lost to weeds and grass. We started the year by reclaiming some of this garden space by putting down a layer of cardboard, wood chips, and compost to widen each of our 10 garden rows. Through a generous donation of plants and seeds from Valley View Gardens, along with plants donated by parishioners, we planted a wide variety of vegetables, including kale, lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, potatoes, onions, zucchini, peppers, etc. The students from Mr. Eppish's grade 3 class at St. Joseph Catholic Elementary School grew and planted a row of zucchini plants that provided a good harvest throughout the growing season. As usual, the garlic donated by Shores of Farms was a huge success, providing a good crop of garlic scapes in mid-July and then garlic bulbs in late July. A donation of several bags of compost, fertilizer, and mulch from Vanspall's No Frills was used to boost our potato harvest. We grew several varieties of potatoes and managed to get in a second planting of yellow and red potatoes. Harvesting began mid-July this year, and with the mild September weather, we continued harvesting through to Thanksgiving weekend. All the vegetables harvested from the outreach section of our garden were donated to the Cornerstone Christian Community Church Food Pantry or families supported by Blessed Frédéric Ozanam's St. Vincent de Paul Society. We harvested over 600 pounds of vegetables for families in need in our local community this year. As always, thanks to our many volunteers who watered, weeded, staked plants, built garden supports, fertilized, and moved tons of compost and wood chips into our garden beds. We could not do this without your tireless efforts. Special thanks goes out to Angelico Rojas, who repaired the damage to our shed doors and set up our watering system this year. Special thanks also goes out to Philippe Young, who kept the water totes in the allotment section of the garden filled for all our allotment gardeners. Our supporters. Miller Waste donated a truckload of compost to enrich our garden soil. Valley View Gardens for their generous donation of plants and seeds. Shasta Garlic Farms donated garlic bulbs for fall planting. Vanspall's No Frills for their donation of bag compost, fertilizer, and mulch. City of Markham for supplying the water for our garden. Home Depot Markham North for their continued support of our gardens project. Parishioners of Blessed Frédéric Ozanam Church for donations of plants and containers for harvesting. Mr. Eppish's grade 3 class for donating a row of zucchini plants for the garden. How can you help? We are in need of new members to our ministry team who can help with the many administrative tasks involved in managing the garden. Volunteers at the garden are always welcome. The more volunteers we have, the easier the work becomes for everyone. You don't have to be a garden expert. We are all learning as we grow together. This is a great opportunity for students to earn their volunteer hours and for families to work together to support the less fortunate in our community. You can also grow plants for the garden, donate gardening equipment, collect containers for packaging or harvest. To get involved or for more information, please contact us at bfogardens@blessedozanam.ca. Thank you.